When life hit hard, she found pickleball and a passion for the sport. Now, she's helping high school kids all across the valley find their pickle passion and follow pickle dreams. She is Stephanie Newton. This is the Pickle with Mickle interview series 0 0 Start. And here we are, another episode of the Pickle with Mickle interview series. I am super excited today to have Stephanie with me from Pure Pickleball and Pickle. More importantly, Pure Pickleball High School Initiative, I'm going to call it. I'm going to let her correct me as much as she wants. I mean, there are so much exciting things happening in pickleball, and I am super excited because I think this whole high school thing is just amazing. But first of all, Stephanie, how are you today?
I am doing great. Thank you. Thanks for having me on the show. I'm just so excited to share what's going on and just the excitement and momentum that's happening. So I just can't wait. Thank you so much.
It's truly my pleasure. I mean, we're here, like I mentioned, to talk about high school pickleball, how Pure Pickleball is really leading the charge here in the Valley for this high school pickleball movement and really the growth of youth pickleball overall, which again, I think is amazing. Everyone I talk to who says, "Oh, pickleball, that game for, the old folks and the over 50 people." I'm like, "No, no, 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 no. You don't understand. It is the kids that is going to move this thing and really elevate this entire sport. And now I've got you here to help us learn a lot more about it. But before we do, want to learn a little more about you. We got to hear a little more about your story before you started leading the whole charge here with Pure and the high school initiative, the movement, whatever we want to call it. And I'm going to start with one of my favorite things about you. That's your Instagram handle. You're the braided hippie. Talk to me, Goose. How did that start? We got the braid right there. It can't be
Well,
that simple.
it is that simple. So something that I just my hair is thick. I have a lot of hair. I'm always, playing sports. And so I just started braiding my hair all the time. And so I'm like, my kids were even like, Mom, do you ever not wear a braid? I'm like, no. So hence, the braided hippie. I'm also a hippie at heart.
All
I
right.
love little things, right? Someday I'll be driving a VW bus, cruising around all the schools and getting the kids going with pickleball. But yeah, it just fits I'm just a hippie at heart and I always have a braid and a hat. So if you're ever looking for me in a crowd, that's how you'll find me. Hat, braid, I'm the braided hippie. That's me. So
Awesome.
where it came from.
That's so great. I love it. And you mentioned girls. Are all your children girls? Any boys in the mix? You have four total children. Is that correct?
Yes, I do. So I have 3 girls and 1 boy. So my oldest just got married this summer, which is I don't even know how that happened. She's a sophomore in college, and then
Okay.
I have and all of my kids play sports. So they're all
Awesome.
involved in different activities, and, we're very much a sport family. We love team sports. My husband has coached sports as well. Both him and I played college sports. I played college volleyball, he played college baseball. And, we started coaching youth sports right after we graduated from school and even before we had kids. So we've just
That's so
always
great.
been interested in helping the youth. My husband's a school teacher. He's has a master's in special education, so he works with youth just in different situations and is such a good example for them. And then again, I've been coaching for over 15 years, volleyball, and then recently transferred over to pickleball. And I didn't initially start coaching to coach kids. I started coaching adults, and then I realized I was able to coach like a summer camp or something a couple years ago, and I was searching just different like maybe some resources, some drills, some things for kids, and I'm like, there is nothing out here for kids. There's nothing. I'm like, "Why not?" It's like, the kids, this is such a great sport for them. They gain
Yeah,
confidence super fast. It's a very inclusive sport, low entry. You don't have to be like the all-star athlete to start playing.
that's
Everyone
right.
and everyone can, see um, that improvement, right? And everyone wants to be able to gain that confidence when they see that improvement. And so I'm like, you know what? I really want to go all in with youth sports. And I had this idea to go to the schools. I think just because my husband's a school teacher, our kids are in
And
school.
where does he teach?
He teaches at Mountain View High School here in
Okay.
Mason. He's also the faculty sponsor of the Mountain View club team, pickleball club team.
Awesome.
Double duty, and he volunteers to do that, right? And so, but anyway, I just wanted to go into the schools. I'm like, even if I just go into the schools and bring in some nets and just have the kids play and just introduce them to the sport, it's such a great sport for them. And this was before it really started to even, like, pick up with kids, and then all of a sudden I'd be out, playing on the weekends pickleball, and you start to see, like, teenagers, and they're just playing, and they're having fun, and they just enjoy it. And so you started to see kind of the shift in the age,
Yes.
because you're right, most of the time we're like, think of pickleball, "Oh, my grandma and grandpa play pickleball, my mom and dad play pickleball," but
Right.
it's not really a cool, like, youth sport. All of a sudden there's been a shift because what's great about it is that the kids are able to socialize, they're able to get out and play recreational and have fun. But, it's a great activity that they can get exercise and, not just sit on the couch and be on their
Right.
phone, whatever it is.
I
And
think
so
to the point that you just mentioned a minute ago, the more I was playing and at certain areas where I was playing, I would see just, 4, 6 teenagers, kids out there. And it didn't matter the skill level. They're out there having fun. They're outside. They're playing together. Hey, guess what else they're doing? They're talking to each other. Egads. We're not texting. Got to have
yeah,
one hand on my pickleball paddle for crying out loud. And so I think it's so great to see more and more of that out there. But then additionally, to start to position this in high schools, we're seeing it in more colleges than I could rattle off in one breath. And now to bring it down a level into high schools, I think is so cool. How did you get to that point? Because when you first started playing pickleball, it wasn't just to become a pro level player or an educator in pickleball. There was a life event, but then it was an escape for you and turned into a passion.
yes, yeah. Do you know my story or something? Like, do you know
My
why I started?
intrepid researchers have, dug up a little background.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So I did start. I mean, I think kind of what brings all of us, I feel like, to pickleball is like a life event or like, because pickleball is therapy, right? I feel like it's such a great place for you to connect and feel supported. I was going through a really hard time in my life. My mom had just had a massive stroke. I had a child going through some really hard things in life too, and I was just in a really dark spot. I just didn't know how to kind of climb back out of that. And I had some friends invite me to pickleball and I was able to play, and it just was like an escape for me. It was great. I could go and play and not really think about all the things that were happening, and just have that break, and it just is something I could look forward to. And it
Yes.
just needed this community, of support of friends where I'm like, oh my gosh, this is such an incredible thing. And that's really what drove me into wanting to coach, but then also with youth, because I see the struggles that they go through, and they go through way more things than we as adults have to go through. Way more things than we had to go through at their age, right?
For sure.
It's crazy out there. And so if we can create a safe place for them to feel like they belong, then
Absolutely.
is my number one goal. And I've done research as far as like the amount of the percentage of kids that feel isolated, that feel alone.
Talk about that.
It's probably 80 to 90%, right? So with pickleball, it's something where they feel like they belong to something because they do, right? And here's why the high school teams are so great. It's a team,
Yes.
something that matters. It's something that they get to represent their school. And now the younger kids that are in junior high and elementary school get to look up to these high school kids. I want to be
Right.
on the pickleball team like them when I get older, right? They become role models to them. And here's the thing too is right now, I mean, we've started this like 2 months ago. We have almost 30 high school
I was
teams.
about to say, what's the number? Where are we at? Because I
We're the
see a
we
new it's every day I see a new one, which is
we have
awesome.
a new one every day. It's great. We get it so excited. But it's blowing up. We have over 1,000 kids total, high
That
school
is
kids.
amazing.
It's incredible. And we're just getting started. We are just getting started. This is just like the small, like, tip of the iceberg, right? Because it's just gaining momentum. Being able to come on here and talk to you and share this to the public. Listen, like, this is for everyone. If your school doesn't have a club team,
Let's
reach out.
join. Yeah.
Yeah. And
And
all
so
we're doing here at Pickleball is we're literally just giving them the resources that they need, the support that they need. All of these services are free. They don't have to pay for them.
folks, do you hear that?
We're doing this because we want it sanctioned as an AIA sport. We want youth pickleball
Okay.
permanently be on the map.
Did
That
somebody send you a copy of my notes? Because I had right down here, where are we going? We're at a kind of a club type of high school level now. What's it going to take to get us sanctioned by AIA and in these districts as quote unquote, right? A true tier sport.
what we're doing is what it takes. So
Okay.
having the club teams, having that participation, right? We have some club teams that have 150 kids on the team. Like, just sit with that for a second. That's incredible.
Yeah.
150. We don't
Let that
have this.
marinate out there, people, for a minute. 150 people on a team. That's 3 NFL rosters, everybody. Okay.
Yeah, this is incredible. Boys and girls, right? This is a unique sport too, where you have girls doubles, boys doubles,
And the
mixed doubles.
mixed.
You have girls and boys singles, right? You have mixed. So this is something that Title IX, right? It's boys and girls. So this is something that both can participate in. So it's an incredible thing. But yeah, what we're doing is what it takes because we need to basically make a lot of noise. That's why if you follow Arizona High School Pickleball on Instagram, we are posting every day. We're highlighting these schools. It's making the noise. It's getting the word out there so that when we go to the AIA, which I believe will get it sanctioned within 2 years, I actually have
Okay.
no in my mind. Girls flag football, boys sand volleyball just became new high school sports. We have so much more participation and noise than both of those two sports combined.
Let's repeat that again. Arizona High School Pickleball out there on Instagram, on the social. Get out there and follow it. If you see a post, send it forward. Make a
Yeah.
comment. Hey, let's go Arizona. We can pioneer this across the country because what I've seen in the comment section of some of the posts from Arizona High School Pickleball is other states saying, hey, we want to get on board too. Show us
Yes.
how it's done. And I hope they're reaching out to you. You can find Stephanie on the socials and message her. A lot of times in your post, it includes a link to get to her and she can help because let's get this thing moving, of course, here in the Valley, all across the country too. Because
Yes.
back to what you mentioned before and kids in high school, kids in junior high looking up to transition into high school. Things move so fast nowadays versus when you were there, heaven forbid, versus a distinguished person like myself when I was in high school, right? I can say, like, way back when I was in high school, but it moves so fast and children feel isolated. And sometimes they don't want to talk because, again, they're buried on their phones. And that's not so much their fault as what they know. And here is just a great opportunity to get out there. You might have to play some mixed doubles. You might have to talk to a girl, but also have a lot of fun because the ability to get better in the sport is really how much you want to put into it because you don't have to have super ability to get started. And there's so many great people teaching and coaching and mentoring people out there on the court. I know it's exploding and it's only going to continue. So again, I wanted to thank you just for being here, but let's keep going.
Yeah.
When I We've got 30 some schools. I live right around the corner from Mountain View here in Mesa. When are we going to start being able to see high school some of these matches leading up to what a first championship this December?
This December. So that I'm glad you asked because we're probably close to we're neighbors. So
I need your
so
help on the court.
yeah, yes. We have already schools right now, they've been practicing and they're wanting to start competing. So what you're going to see now, October, November, you're going to see these inter club challenge matches where clubs will challenge each other. So Mountain View has already challenged Red Mountain
Ooh,
to match. So that's going to be coming up in October. But we will post all about it. And so we to get people there to watch and to support, and it's going to be so fun, get these kids out there, get their feet wet with the competition. So we'll be doing interclub challenge matches again leading up to the state tournament. That's December 6th and 7th at Dinkendyne.
Yay.
Yes, so such a great new facility, and they've been really supportive. They're actually sponsoring a few of our club teams to give them free practice time.
Very cool.
So it's been so cool to see the community just step up.
And
Not only
perfect segue into you mentioned practice and where we're going to play some of these matches. Shout out to Dink and Dine again, folks. You just saw me down there with the guys at King Courts hats. Get down there to Dink and Dine and check it out, even if you want to sit there and have some good food. And, are we practicing are we converting some tennis courts to practice? How are we going to kind of see this continue to evolve at high schools across the valley?
That's a great question. So each school, it's kind of like, we have to figure it out, right? Solutions, we have to figure out these solutions. So, for instance, Sandra Day O'Connor High School up north, they have like 150 kids that are participating in their club
So
team, and
cool.
they don't have like courts nearby. So they're converting their outdoor basketball courts into 8 pickleball courts. And then we're working with sponsors to get some nets for them, but they're going to be having different practice dates for different levels so they can get everyone out there. But yeah, so they're converting that. Mountain View has converted already their tennis courts they have 6 pickleball courts.
Awesome.
A lot of that. Then you'll have like Horizon Honors. They're practicing at Pecos Park, which is a public park that has courts. So they are able to play there. So you have some clubs like practicing at public parks. Some clubs like Cactus High School, they're practicing at Pickleball Space over there in Peoria. That also gives them free practice time. So
Very cool.
we have a Northwest Christian. They're going to be practicing at, it's called Jesus Church. They have 3 outdoor beautiful courts that they are donating
Really?
practice time for the schools. Yeah, it's amazing. I'm telling you, it's just like we're getting creative. But again, it's everyone that's the community coming out to support these kids. And so if you have courts that you're willing to donate practice time to kids, we are going to need them. We
Gotcha.
have so many kids that want to play because this is going to trickle down into the junior high. Um, and
Right.
so all those schools wanting to participate too. Um, but I do need to like really like mention these incredible faculty sponsors. So a faculty sponsor to have a club team in Arizona, it's a process. Like it's not
Okay.
just "Hey, we just want a club. Like it's a process. You
Yeah,
have to
come to ours. We have a club now.
yeah, no, it's you have to have a faculty sponsor. So that's a teacher or a staff member that volunteers their time to help the club, right? And they have to be at all the practices, like they're like running, just like helping
They're all
students.
in.
They're all in. And then you have the students, you have like a president of the club, vice president, and those students, they're really who run the club. And the faculty
Okay.
sponsor helps support them, right? And so they get to decide like what they're doing. So it gives them an opportunity for these students to rise up as leaders because
Yes.
now in a leadership position, right? And again, they're volunteering to help support the club. The faculty sponsor is volunteering. And so we've just seen it's been awesome because I get to work with these people, and get to meet them and just it's amazing to me how just genuine and just generous our community is with supporting our youth and taking the time to really help them. And so I just
It's
want to
great
thank
to
all
hear.
yeah, it's amazing. I mean, some of these stories it'll blow you away of
Well,
just
and
them.
that's, hopefully piggybacking off of this, high schools across the valley, if you start to see me popping up maybe to look at some pickleball or talk to your pickleball coaches, hey, this is how this thing is going to continue to go and move and grow. And again, it's so cool to see this happening in the sport of pickleball. And back to how you mentioned the support that you gain from these faculty sponsors, the kids are taking their time too, and again, another outlet to find leadership, to build some team skills, communication skills, all of these things that unfortunately we've seen kind of, I'll say it, erode. Let's just face it. They have. And this is just another way that helps bring some of that back. One thing I was going to mention, you mentioned faculty sponsors. How do you find the coaches?
So the faculty sponsors a lot of times end up being the coaches too.
Okay. All right.
Because, because again, they're volunteering their time. Now, Pure Pickleball has certified coaches. So some of the programs have hired a coach to come
Okay.
in and the kids pay club dues, to have a coach. But the majority of the schools right now are just having the faculty sponsor volunteer their time and coach. And
Awesome.
yeah. So again, like you really see a lot of people just stepping up to the plate to be able to make it happen. Once it's sanctioned as an AIA sport, the school will be able to hire a coach, which will be great.
Right.
But yeah, in the meantime, we have to meet the schools where they're at. Again, we're just there to support them. We don't tell them what they need to do or have to do. We're just there to just how can we help you? And then
Right.
organizing that competition, right? We want to organize those interclub challenge matches. We want to organize the state championship. In the spring, we'll do regional leagues. So we're going to split the schools into regions and they'll play league matches against each other, and then we'll have regional
And
tournaments.
I've got on good authority right here in the Valley, kind of in the off season opportunity for these schools within the youth section of the United Pickleball League, another willing supporter out there too. And so we'll try to connect some of those dots down the road. I just spoke with Charles from UPL last week, and he was talking to me today. Hey, I want to hear all about when you talk with Stephanie, because I mentioned that we were going to be talking today, because I just, again, it's so great to see youth involvement in pickleball, which is truly going to continue to lift this sport. And at the high school level, I think it's great. I mean, you talk about another outlet for as a sport versus just the traditional, well, I might not make the football team. I don't know how to shoot baskets. I'm not good enough at volleyball. And hey, maybe you're good enough at pickleball, or you just learn how to play and see how fun it is. And you go out and continue to play, and it gives you something to do. Like you said, get off the couch every once in a while, go play a little pickle.
Yep, yep. There's a spot for everyone, right? That's the beauty of it is for that for sure. But as far as like what you mentioned with your friend, like you were talking to, about youth pickleball and just, I mean, if you think about it, there's so many wins with supporting youth pickleball, and one of them too, as far as everyone that's in the pickleball community, whether they're
The
coaching
pickleverse.
the pickleverse, right? Think about it. We had to like expand our mind. If we focus on the youth and we get this sanctioned as an AIA sport, what that does for the future of pickleball is it adds security because
Yes.
now we have a permanent high school sport that is going to then need support from the younger kids that are training and wanting to make that team, right? You think about like club volleyball. Club volleyball is huge.
Yes.
It's a huge, it's just like my daughter has played, I coached it. I know how crazy it gets.
Well, and in the same breath, I mean, the club baseball, soccer, basketball, these
Yes.
things are huge. And with the amount of students, let's say, and boys and girls across the high schools that have already signed up, like you said, this is going to continue to build.
Yep, yep, because they want to continue to get better, right? They want to train, they want to compete. And then you're seeing, like you mentioned, we have college teams. I just met one of the players for the Arizona State college competitive team, and they
Okay.
just tryouts, right? And so they compete against other states. And I mean, they are like some of the best like kids in the nation, playing on Arizona State's team. I think they have the top player, the 16-year-old. He's like number one in the world and he's playing on Arizona State's college team, and so
That's so cool.
you're going to then see it become a college sport, which would then open up scholarships. So you have it sanctioned.
Absolutely. Was it Drury University offered a pickle scholarship? I think they were the first college.
Yeah.
And, in this world of NIL, where I see college pickleball really being unique, is the
Mhm.
fact that some students in colleges are already sponsored, and they can get a leg up on creating a very cool, well rounded, funded, good pickleball club. And then as it gets under the purview of a, more oversight NCA or whatnot, but that foundation is there. Now, not every student is like that, but there are some. And I think it can really help to continue to build. That trickles down into now I'm in high school playing pickleball. You mean I can go and continue to play this in college? And potentially, we're talking 3, 5, 10 years down the road, we've now seen a tier sport emerge and be stable and have really more of a pro level too, but it starts right down here. And what you're doing is so awesome because you're just out there and you're doing it. And the energy you bring is it's infectious. I'm playing pickleball tonight. Guys are in trouble. They are in trouble tonight when I get on the court.
Awesome. Well, I am so excited for it. Well, and it's going to be an Olympic sport too, right? So that is going to again just add that momentum to what we're doing. But yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Everyone should be a part of youth pickleball in some way or another right now. This is my call to action to everyone. I talk about this all the time. This is one of the most important things that we can do in the pickleverse is
Yes,
to mentor, to volunteer, donate our time, donate your used paddles. I want to
there's a
do a
big
giveaway
one.
of paddles.
There's
Yeah,
a big one right there, folks, because I
how many?
bet if you're watching this, you got a couple paddles sitting in your closet that you don't play with anymore, or there's an
Yes,
extra one in your bag. You know there are. And if we can help and donate some paddles, because great segue. I was asking resources for the schools. How are they getting the equipment? You mentioned we need some help maybe getting nets, and I'll reach out to folks if I can. If you're looking at this and you're a pickle company, hey, we need nets for the kids to play at the high schools. Get in touch with Stephanie. We'll help facilitate it. Message
yes.
me, I'll message her. We'll get it done because I'm here to help.
Thank you so much. Yes, we do. I mean, we have so many again, our goal is 100 plus schools. We're close to the 30, but yeah, these kids they need paddles, we need nets. We've had really great people like different companies come, and offer their support. Like I mentioned Dink and Dine, donating their courts for the kids. We have Crush that's sponsoring, going to help some of these teams with paddles and nets and
Awesome.
Dem just came in and sponsored the Christian Northwest with paddles.
Wow.
We have Yola that's coming in too as our official partner with Pure, and helping our coaches with all the equipment needs as well. And so, yeah, we're just seeing all these great organizations come together. If you have our pickleball company and you have whether it's paddles, nets, whatever it is, because we can use things for prizes too for these kids. Like they love the swag.
Absolutely. Who doesn't like to get to some swag, right? And walk off the court feeling good with something.
Rips out there for the kids, like let's get stuff for the kids. But what a great outreach opportunity, not only for marketing, but you're able to outreach, you're able to, just be a part of supporting the next generation. But yeah, I do want to put together a drive for paddles because that is something we always need. I mean, we haul around, me and my husband, we have, all these paddles that we've had and we haul around them in bags to bring to practices and different things. But there's always a need for pickleball paddles, and I know everyone buys one every, like, 6 months, so I know you have some sitting in your closet that you could.
I probably have a couple that I could donate for sure.
Yeah,
Not the one sitting behind me with all the autographs on it. That one I keep.
but yeah, yeah, and then again, just if you have time if you wanna help coach these kids, there's a lot of kids, like I mentioned, I mean, you think about it, if you're trying to there's just 1 or 2 of you and you're trying to manage 150 kids, can you imagine?
No,
So,
no.
the
I couldn't
volunteer.
imagine managing more than the 2 that I have versus being a teacher and having to manage 30 of them or or more.
Yeah, and you have different levels, right? You have beginner, you have some kids that have played, you have some kids that are like super competitive, right? And so, yeah, volunteers, we're always looking for people to volunteer. We love that. We appreciate that. But yeah, again, this is something that I just challenge everyone. It's such a great thing to be a part of. We are making history right now. Like how cool is that, right? And
Yeah,
so you
be
can
a
go back.
part of it, support
I
this
was
movement.
it. Yeah. Yeah, and it's just been great. We've just been able to connect with just I feel like the right people have come into, like have come together at the right time. And when that happens, it's like magic happens, right? And so we're seeing
Absolutely.
and so again, I just if you feel moved or pulled like I did, to help the kids, please reach out. Reach out to me. It's on Instagram, it's at Braided Hippie or Arizona High School Pickleball. You can also follow Pure Pickleball and Paddle.
Yes.
And you'll be able to see, like I said on there, all of the club teams and follow them, support those club teams.
Yeah,
They're so
that's where it all starts. I mean, we can all do a little bit to support. Doesn't mean you have to go to every match or anything like that, but sometimes you might find yourself like, don't know what I might do this weekend. Hey, I heard there was a pickleball match at the high school around the corner for crying out loud. You could go check it out and see what it's all about. Super fun here having Stephanie on the court with me from Pure Pickleball and Paddle. And go ahead and shout out to Pure Pickleball and Paddle, folks. If you don't know, Pure Pickleball and Paddle is going to be not only a world class facility, but so much more. And Stephanie is here, represented by Pure. This high school movement is so awesome. But if you want to plug them again.
Yeah. Well, here's the cool thing. So we're building, the largest facility in the world, just right there off the 101 by Talking Stick. It's like a 20-minute drive for pretty much everyone in the valley. But what's cool is we will have 42 pickleball courts. One of them is a championship court that will seat 1,200 people. And what
Wow.
gets me the most excited about this championship court is we will sell out that court. That championship court will be a sold out crowd. Not necessarily, well, it will, for the pro matches, but the biggest turnout will be these high school matches, the state tournament, the high school
Awesome.
champion, the rival teams playing each other. That is where we're going to see everyone standing room only.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's going to watch. It's going to be electric. You won't want to miss it. That's what excites me the most about, that championship court is to be able to visualize and to just see who's going to be playing
Right,
on that.
because we get so passionate about our high school teams and creating just another way for even us as more distinguished people as adults to come out and cheer for our high school again. If you've gone to that high school in the valley, it's another way to support your high school, right, and give back to your school a little bit and support the kids. It's a great thing. Friday night pickle lights. I already coined it, so nobody can steal it. Now we've got it right there.
Well, that's so funny, Mickle, because, we're doing a Friday Night Lights, but I like the Friday Night Pickle Lights. I didn't add the pickle. I was just like, "We're gonna do a Friday Night Lights." We're doing a Friday Night Lights October 24th at Dink and Dine, where we're going to invite all of our club teams,
Okay.
to come and play, and Dink and Dine has donated the courts. So we're going to come in. We're inviting all the kids, all the families. We're going to give just like a look at what the state championship is going to be like.
Awesome.
We're going to have registration for the state tournament. Dink and Dine will be grilling food, music. These kids, we're going to have the ASU club team come do an exhibition match so the kids can watch the next level of players.
Yeah. Any pro appearances? You sneaking any pros in there? Should we tease the crowd a little bit?
We definitely have enough pros in the valley that we can get some pro appearances. So if you are a pro out there and you want to come and support, reach out.
I think
But
you
yeah,
should.
yes, totally, 100%. So we're just gonna get the kids out. The coaches get to meet each other. They can challenge each other and match, in some challenge matches. But really just get the kids excited for the future of the sport, and just support the families, and just get everyone together. It's going to be exciting because these kids haven't necessarily been to Dink and Dine. They don't understand like the magnitude of how cool this venue is, and
Yeah.
it's awesome. It's such a great
They're
place.
gonna love it. And people who attend are gonna love it as well. And that's gonna be October 24th at Dink and Dine, which is down in Mesa, right off the Mesa Riverview down there in that complex. Once you get close, you'll find it. Trust me. And keep your eyes out there on the socials to learn more about that and more about the Arizona High School Pickleball movement. I like movement. That's what we're going to call
Love
it
it.
here. And these Friday night pickle lights. I hope you haven't printed off a lot of flyers or created too much digital marketing. You can add that pickle in there free of charge. No worries.
Thank you. Thank you, Michael. I love it.
We
That's
share.
great.
That's what it's all about in the Pickleverse, right? We're helping each other out.
It's awesome. Thank you so much. This is great. Yeah, I'm so honored again to be here and just to be a part of the community myself. I love raising my kids here because we're amongst so many incredible people and being able to meet you, Mickle. Thank you for what you're doing, for
Well, it's
sharing this.
my absolute pleasure, and you're not getting off the court that quick. I got a little bit more for you. Now,
Okay.
you mentioned you played high school volleyball in college. Are you a Valley original? Where'd you go to school?
No, so I grew up in small town Idaho. I actually grew up in a potato farming town, Sugar
Are
City,
you a
Idaho.
Vandal?
No, 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 I'm not. I'm close to ISU or no, wait, no, I'm not even close. That's Vandals is Idaho. What is it? Idaho, University of
Idaho.
Idaho.
Yeah,
That's
University of Idaho.
That's northern Idaho. I grew up in, like, Town, southeast Idaho. So,
Okay.
s
The
Idaho,
big part.
yeah, the part closer to, like, Yellowstone and Jackson Hole, all the potato farm we were actually the diggers for, like, potato digger, we were that was our
Yeah.
mask. So 12
Awesome.
but even back as a kid, you bet I was organizing every friend event, every party, I was just always the organizer of everything since I was 5 years old. So, it's just something that stuck with me. I'm just definitely not one that can sit around and wait for someone to do something. I wanna do that something.
And when did you get to the valley? How long you been here?
So we've been here for 2.5 years. So I
Okay.
mentioned my mom having that stroke. So my parents were living here prior to us coming.
Okay.
But we decided to make the move from Idaho to Arizona just to be close to family, to support them. My brother also lives here, and so we
Awesome.
just help take care of my mom, and it's been the best decision we've made. We always joke, like, the one thing we wish we would have done is move here sooner because we love it so much. It just really fits our family, and, we just love to be involved, in the community, in the school, but Arizona is just awesome. It's just such
Yeah.
a great state.
It is. It's an amazing state. Picklezona, as you now know, and doing great things in the pickleverse. Stephanie is with Pure Pickleball and Paddle, Arizona High School Pickleball. You're going to be able to see it all over the socials. You can reach out on socials at Braided Hippie, at Arizona High School Pickleball. Even I think through the Pure Pickleball social, there's a link to connect back to Arizona High School Pickleball.
It's all connected. We
All
make it easy.
right. That's right. We want to keep it simple because it's all about the kids and trying to do what you can to help this amazing movement. We've got, 30 schools now. We're on our way to 100, and we're going to watch it happen. Now, this is the time of the show, Stephanie. Are you ready?
Yes. Do
So, this is what I call my speed 'em ups. It's a little hands battle. We're going to have a little fun, you know.
okay. Rewrapping?
No, we're not gonna rap. It's not a rap battle. No. It's
I'm not good.
more like a hands battle at the kitchen. I'm gonna fire some questions at you, and so
Okay.
that way, the people get to learn a little more. I'll start you off with a softball.
Okay.
Tell me about a crate. You have 4 children. What are their age gaps?
So
Mom.
2018. What? Oh,
I said
mom?
I gave you the mom fail. Like you better know that a little quicker. You got to rattle that off.
2. I'm like, you want my
No,
age?
no, no.
2018, 15, and 10.
Okay. So give me a crazy school drop off moment.
Every time I'm late.
Fair enough.
I
Fair
know, I
enough.
know. And I go the wrong way because I'm late and I just skip to the
Can't do
front.
that. And you cut right through? Ooh,
Oh, yeah, yeah. I just cut right through. And then every time I do, I say, dang, it feels good to be a gangster. And
there, love it. Love it. That's a mic
Damn, it
drop
feels
right
good
there.
to be a gangster.
Okay. Destination Pickle. Where would you want to go to play pickleball?
oh, that's so hard. Anywhere with a beach. Anywhere. I don't even care. It
Pick
just as
one.
long on the beach.
Just beach pickle. All right.
It, beach pickle. Beach
I
pickle.
like it. I like it. First concert you attended.
I think it was Tim McGraw in Faith Hill at the
Nice
Black
pull.
Bear in Idaho.
Right on. Okay. Favorite pickleball player.
That's a tough one. I'm gonna say Anna Bright.
I like that. I like AB. And so then we back that up with who's coming to pickle, my variation of who's coming to dinner. So this could be like anyone, entertainers, dead, alive. You're on the court, 3 other people with you.
And they had to be pickleball people? Is
No, no,
that what
no.
we're
Could be
no,
anybody, but you're going to
anybody
be playing pickleball.
I mean, I don't even care if they have pickleball skills. I'm gonna say Chris Hemsworth, Thor.
Thor.
Thor's gonna be there.
Thor's there. I like
Thor
it. I got Thor's hammer right here.
bring his hammer, that's fine with me. Okay, so I've got Thor, I've got let's bring in gosh, this is hard. I'm not like a celebrity person like that. I don't like get all excited. I'm gonna say who would I want to play with? This is hard. This is hard.
It shouldn't be that hard. Who's your
Hard. It's really hard. Okay, let me think.
Tim McGraw, Thor? You want Tim McGraw to come?
Tim McGraw would be great. I would love Tim McGraw there. I know. I'm like, who am I like starstruck by? I don't know.
All right, I'm going to cross off celebrity crush.
Yeah, you know my celebrity crush, you got me. Like, let's bring in, like, Ben Johns because then he can teach us, right?
Okay,
So he
fair
yeah,
enough.
he teaches us how to
Yeah,
play.
the whole part of that is it doesn't have to be pickle people, but, you can get stumped, that's okay. And then, how about if you had a superpower for a day, what would that be?
Read minds.
Okay, telepathy. I like scary, but I like it.
Yeah,
I don't know how I block my mind from you now. I just kinda do
but
that.
maybe also, like, going back to the future. Like, being able to transport, like, into the future, into the past, like,
Time travel.
time travel, that's what it's called, time travel.
Alright,
That's all me.
you've lived out here for about a little over 2 years, you said?
Yep, 2.5 years, yeah.
Have you seen a javelina?
They live in my backyard, basically, yes, I've seen lots of javelinas.
Do you think they're Go ahead. A javelina is
Ugly.
okay, no, perfect. Perfect answer. That's all you have to say. All you
I'm
have to
like,
say.
"Where do those things come from?" They're, like, not a pig, they're not I'm like, "What are you?" Yeah, they're ugly.
Okay, we're gonna keep it with, animal type things, but snakes or spiders, which one gives you the EBGBs more?
Spiders. My son just got here.
I heard something.
Yeah, yours, bud. Yeah.
Alright, we'll get it wrapped up here real quick. Halloween is coming up. Are you gonna dress up for Halloween? And if so, do you know as what?
I have a really great Halloween costume. I have a pickleball zombie costume where I put the pickleball in my head with blood, just that nice body
I like
bag
it.
shot you get. Yep.
I
Yep.
like it. Can't wait to see that. Have you ever done a full family when the kids were younger, maybe full family themed Halloween deal?
No, I'm not that put together.
Do you give out Halloween candy?
Yes. Good
Full size
candy.
bars?
Ask. My house. Come to my house. Yes.
Full size bars?
Full size bars. You bet.
That's how we end it. You can't stop a show on a better note than that. Knowing that Stephanie gives out full size bars for Halloween, folks, you got to hit her house on your trick or treating rounds. You got to hit Arizona High School Pickleball. Follow, show some support. I can't even talk. Stephanie, so much fun having you here on the show with me today. Anything else you want to say? Any other thing you might want to plug? Personal sponsors, anything at all before I let you get out of here?
I mean, it's something I guess that's exciting that I'm personally putting out is I have an academy that I am putting together. So it's the Pure Academy. And it's awesome because I'm able to coach younger kids. So we have a youth club, we have adult clinics, we have leagues, we have tournaments, and we're opening in various locations across the valley. So follow me to learn more about that academy. But it's just a way for me to offer more programs to the community that support not only youth pickleball but also us adults who are playing because yeah, it's just again that whole focus is to grow community in a positive uplifting way but to be able to provide the types of programs that you're looking for. So look out for that. That's starting now. Pure Academy, I already have it. Pure Academy at Red Mountain Ranch Country Club. I have the Pure Academy at Lesendis. We're about to open up the Pure Academy at Dinkendyne.
Okay.
So we're just opening up the Pure Academy at different locations, and it's going to be really fun. It's going to be a good backstop to what we're doing. And again, just provide opportunities for everyone of all ages.
Awesome. Because everybody should get out there and be playing some pickleball. Support how you can, when you can. I know Stephanie would appreciate it. Heck, I would appreciate it. The kids are going to appreciate it. Dink and Dine in October. Get a little preview of some high school pickleball action. Pure Academy. Level up your game a little bit. Learn more. If you're already playing, you can always get better or come in and learn how to play from somebody great like Stephanie. So much fun here today. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you so much for having me.
Stephanie, that was an absolute pickle-tastic time. Thank you so much for joining me, folks. Get out there, show your support. Arizona High School Pickleball. Follow Stephanie at Braided Hippie on Instagram. Stay safe out there. Stay hydrated. I'll see y'all next time for more